get ready to glide through your bucket list on one of our newest ships, Norwegian Bliss. Race the sun on a thrilling 2-level racetrack at sea, zooming past Alaska's glaciers or Mexico's secluded beaches. Wage a galactic battle under the stars in a family-friendly game of laser tag. Make waves in our aqua park or dare to whoosh over the side of the ship. The splashes come in all sizes in our kids' aqua park. Massage? Sauna? Salt room? Yes, please. Slide into tranquility in our spa and thermal suite. And unwind after a full day of activities back in your stateroom. From studios to family suites, we have accommodations to match every travel style. Look no further than the haven to experience true luxury and exclusivity at sea. Your concierge and private butler await your arrival. The phrase, "a room with a view," is taken to a whole new level with our 2 observation lounges that are custom built for the spectacular. Take in some fresh air and stroll the waterfront, where every seat boasts the best view in the house. Dive into the heart of Norwegian Bliss at 678 Ocean Place. Charge up your morning with a latte and sweeten your afternoon with chocolate truffles. And show the true meaning of friendship by splitting a smoked rack of mouth-watering ribs or sharing fresh guacamole with a side of margaritas. Whether you prefer your cocktail shaken, your wine chilled, or your beer craft brewed, toast extraordinary days and kick off legendary nights at one of our unique bars and lounges. The laughs are continuous and the beats infectious. The atmosphere tantalizing and the soundtrack always sensational. Whether you're cruising the Mexican Riviera or the wilds of Alaska, there's one way to describe the experiences awaiting you on board: imagine bliss.
I've never seen a sky so blue, and I've never felt a breeze so cool. Oh, it really is a good, good life, and all I wanna do is have a good, good time. Yeah, I'm feeling free. I finally found what I've been looking for. I'm feeling free, something I've never felt before. Oh, so free, it just keeps getting better. I'm feeling free, wish I could feel like this forever. I'm feeling free. Oh, 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 oh. So put your hands up if you're feeling free. I got my hands up, I'm feeling free. F-R-E-E, I'm feeling free. Hands up, I'm feeling free. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm feeling free.
Good evening. If you haven't guessed, we're going to be talking about Alaska tonight.
Yes, we are.
Because we actually are taking a group to Alaska in October of this year.
Yes.
October 1st through the 8th.
On that ship.
On the Norwegian Bliss. We got a great group rate, and I'm so excited.
Well, why don't you tell them about it?
Great, our great rate.
Yeah.
$2,200 a piece, plus travel protection. Does not include the travel protection, but today, and hopefully tomorrow, that $2,200 will include your round trip air from Raleigh-Durham to Seattle and back.
For 2 people.
Right, but the $2,200 is per person.
Right.
Okay. $4,400, or right at $4,400 for 2 people to go, no travel protection.
And
So-
what type of accommodations was that again?
That is a balcony cabin, because if you're going to Alaska,
Do the balcony.
you want to see everything you can see. So that is a balcony cabin. Okay. It does include the adult beverage package.
Which is a big time savings right there.
Okay, and it includes specialty dining.
Yep.
Also includes $130 worth of Wi-Fi, which is a big thing for me, the Wi-Fi.
Well, you have a business that you have to attend to while we're gone out of country.
Well, I'd like to post pictures of Alaska, so for those that do not choose to join us, they may want to go next year. And it includes $50 a day back to the cabin on your shore excursions.
Plus, isn't there a little kicker in there?
Plus there is a $100 onboard credit available in my group.
Yes.
And which woman doesn't want $100 to spend on board a cruise ship?
That's per cabin.
Yep, $100 per cabin. Yep, so us women in the cabin could spend that money, okay?
In our experience with Norwegian, their specialty dining facilities are fantastic.
They are awesome. And on this cruise, we get 2 specialty dining meals.
That's 2 apiece per cabin.
Right. So that means you both can go eat specialty dining those 2 nights.
So ladies, you can't leave your husband in the room.
Well, now, I don't know how that would work, but you could, okay? But anyhow, us ladies like to go out to eat with our husbands, so that's a really good thing. So we're all excited about going to Alaska. The one thing that I'm one of the most excited about is seeing the
Siberian Husky puppies.
Yes, the puppies. Okay, that's one of the things I'm excited about is the puppies. Although I wouldn't mind doing the White Pass Railroad either, because I was looking at that today and I was thinking, hey, that would probably be pretty neat. And then of course, who doesn't want to see the whales waving at you?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Or the glaciers.
So I have never been to Alaska, in case you're guessing. That's why I'm all excited about it.
Now I have.
My husband here has been, courtesy of the U.S. Navy. I'm sure it's going to be quite a different experience.
Yeah, I
going
won't
on
be
Norwegian
standing
Bliss.
seeing anchor watch coming in.
And of course, on the Norwegian Bliss, you'll be able to do the racetrack.
Yep, and I will be.
Doing the racetrack on board the top of that ship.
Maybe even a little laser tag.
I was going to say, the laser tag looks pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be wasting her up there playing with laser tag.
Well, you never know. I could be the one.
Oh, wasting me? I doubt it.
I could be the one wasting you, okay? But of course, we're going to have such great views. I have to go back to the views, okay? Think about that observation deck on the Bliss where you can just look and see.
And we'll have our own observation deck right out our window in our cabin.
We will. But I don't know how much coffee I'll be sitting out on that deck drinking with the temperatures in October. However, I will be checking out the Northern Lights.
Yes,
And they
indeed.
say like 12:30 at night is the best time to see them. So I'll have to be staying up till 12:30 to try to see the Northern Lights.
She's up anyways.
Because the reason I'm going to Alaska in October is because that's one of the better months to see the Northern Lights.
Because it gets dark so much earlier.
Earlier, yes, absolutely. And of course, we will be able to enjoy all kinds of fresh seafood. I know that salmon is my favorite, not yours, but there's all kinds of seafood up in Alaska.
Crabs.
Crabs,
Halibut.
Shrimp.
Halibut.
yeah, shrimp
I love
too.
some halibut.
Shrimp.
She loves the salmon. I love the halibut.
So, you know. Yep, and of course, for those that love crab legs, there's all kinds of crab
Too much
in
work.
Alaska. So, we're all excited about, I don't know if I'm more excited about going to Alaska or going back to Seattle, Washington. But that's going to definitely be an experience to go back and not on a tractor-trailer truck. So, yes, see how much different everything looks.
Well, I hope we get in early enough to visit Pike Street Market while we're there.
Hopefully we will. And of course, this package also includes your round-trip transfers from the airport in Seattle to the ship and then back.
Because this time going to Seattle, we won't have a 53-foot tag behind us.
That's true.
Driving around.
That's true. And of course, we may end up decide to go in a day earlier. We'll just see. We may
Yeah.
go in September 30th. So we have a lot of stuff coming up this year. We
Yeah.
are fixing to head to Amsterdam in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
23
can't wait.
weeks, 23 days, I think is what my little countdown said. Today we'll be in Amsterdam, posting all kinds of pictures of the Avalon River cruise ship. The Impression will also be taking tons and tons of pictures of tulips and windmills.
And I will be purchasing tulip bulbs while we're over there and having them shipped back, because you can't get any better than where they originate
Now,
at.
I'm just waiting to see all the awesome colors.
Yeah.
You know, of course, they've not been able to do the Tulip Festival for the last couple of years. So this is going to be a big year, and every 10 years it's supposed to be bigger than normal. This will be the 10th year. So we get to see all those tulips. We have clients traveling with us, and I'm so excited to have them join us on board the Avalon Impression. And of course, we'll be taking everybody out there along with us. All you have to do is be on my Facebook page, and you're going to see plenty of tulips and windmills and chocolate
And
coffee
cheese,
and cheese and coffee.
because that's where Gouda cheese comes from.
So I'm
is
so
Holland.
Yeah, I'm so excited about the cheese and all the fresh food we're going to be able to eat on the
Yep.
Avalon Impression. But getting back to Alaska, whale watching is one of the most sought after shore excursions when you're in Alaska. Everybody wants to see the whales and see them waving at you.
Yep.
So we're going to cut for a break, and we're going to see the whale watching excursions. We're also going to see some more of Alaska, and then we're going to come back and talk about riding the White Pass Railway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the St. Aquilina. People are unbelievably fascinated with seeing wildlife in its natural setting. They come out onto the ocean and they see things that they can't see in an aquarium. They see things that they can only see on television and they don't get to hear it breathing. Taking them out on these boats offers them that opportunity. You get 3 hours on a smooth riding catamaran, you get hot chocolate, you get coffee. You're going to go out on the ocean in the presence of bald eagles and humpback whales and stellar sea lions and all the marine life that we have to offer here. They come out and they know something's going to happen, but no one thinks their expectations are going to be met. No one thinks they're really going to see a whale. You can guarantee it, you can promise it, you can tell them over and over and over again that there's an 80,000-pound whale in their future, and they don't believe you until they see it. And then when they do, there's an excitement and there's a calm of what happens when this world, this wild Alaska, meets your expectations and then exceeds them. We're here in this rainforest and on this ocean, seeing these things in real time and often for the first time, and it's a gift.
It's hard to say what just one of the most fascinating things about the Misty Fjords Monument is. Absolutely everything has a meaning out here. The Misty Fjords National Monument is a wilderness that's been carved out by glaciers. We go 55 miles out of town to this heavily protected area of wilderness, all the way out there to see Rudyard Bay and Punchbowl Cove. This is where all the massive 3,000-foot vertical cliffs are. Spectacular scenery. Probably unparalleled anywhere else in the world.
But it's quite a mystery to geologists as to how New Eddystone Rock is still standing here today.
Most people walk away from this trip with kind of an overwhelming sense of awe. What you see here is just so fascinating that you want to keep coming back.
And I'm taking plenty of winter clothes. I can see me with the gloves and the toboggan on right now, because you can see that wind blowing, and I'm thinking, yes, I would definitely need that.
I think I will be comfortable.
Especially after our little 4-day one on the sunshine, and I knew I didn't take warm enough clothes. So I definitely will be packing plenty of winter clothes to go to Alaska.
Yep.
Definitely will be. Now, we're not only doing Alaska in October of 2022, we're also going to Ireland the end of the month, which is going to be a great trip. I'm probably going to need to take some winter stuff when I go there too, because October in Ireland.
And we'll be there for Halloween.
Yes, we will be, and we're going to be staying in Ireland, Dublin, on Halloween night.
Which is bigger than St. Patty's Day in Dublin.
And of course, you can come join us in Ireland also if you're still interested in coming. We still have spaces available on our motor coach.
Yes, we do.
And I'm determined to fill the motor coach. We have quite a few people already on it, but we do have some room left. So we'd love to take you with us to Ireland, but we definitely would love to take you with us to Alaska. This is such a great price on this.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable
nice
price.
Ship from Norwegian Bliss. It's a nice.
And at this
price.
time, it's also including the airfare, which
Right.
is unbelievable.
Right, at this time. Now, of course, anybody that's checked airfare lately knows it can go up by tomorrow morning, but I am watching it. Because $6.99 round trip for one person is a great price, but when you get buy one, get the second one free, that's a huge savings on airfare to
Yes,
Seattle.
it is. $3.50 a person? Oh, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. And I have never been to Victoria, British Columbia, so I'm looking forward to being.
No, I've been there.
I'm sure that you have with the U.S. Navy, but I have never been. But I was looking today, and I saw all the, there's a castle there, and there's also a lot of flowers in Victoria,
Yes,
British
there is.
Columbia, too. So that's going to be exciting to see what it looks like there.
Because I was stationed in Washington State for 2 years, so.
So, I mean, the horse-drawn trolley ride looked really interesting to me. Nice horses, and that
Big
looked
draft horses.
That looked pretty interesting to me to do. But the other thing that I'm excited to do is the White Pass Railway, because you get to see so much.
Of the landscape and everything else out there.
Yes, you do. And then, of course, let's not forget the husky puppies,
Yes.
because they are so cute.
Yes, she will be visiting the husky puppies in Skagway.
I definitely will be, yes. The problem is going to be not bringing one of them home.
I think our two at home will be a little upset if we do.
Yes, I would think my Oreo and Snickers would be just a slight bit upset with me if I brought home a puppy. Of course, as long as he was smaller than them,
At that time.
they might not have a problem, but as quick as he would grow, they would definitely have a problem with him. So as you can tell, I'm all excited about going to Alaska. And I'm excited to take a group with us to Alaska. We already have some people interested, kind of, which is a really good thing. But we have got plenty of room.
Yeah,
for
she
others.
reserved quite a few cabins.
I did reserve quite a few cabins at this nice rate. And I did reserve only balconies and what they call a club balcony.
That's the kind of accommodations we're going to be in, is a club balcony.
They have a little bit bigger balcony room, and they also have a little bit bigger balcony. We were familiar with them because we went to the Mediterranean with Norwegian on the Norwegian Jade, and that's what we had, was a club balcony, and it was wonderful.
And the restroom facilities in those rooms are very nice.
And of course, we were out 12 days on that Norwegian ship.
So the extra room was
very nice, and of course, everybody knows how I pack when I go. And I'm having to think about, I've got to tone down my packing to go to Amsterdam. Because I like to take everything, because you never know. You may need those winter clothes, or you may need that tank top and shorts. You just don't never know. My theory is if you don't take it, you can't wear it, okay?
Yep. So I always have some of her stuff in my suitcase.
Well, I mean, that just makes sense, because what happens if my luggage gets lost?
Yeah, but none of mine goes in your suitcase.
When we went to the Mediterranean, thank you, we did pack some of your stuff in my suitcase. Don't even say that. Because you never know, you know? You never know. Of course, the only thing we lost going to the Mediterranean and back was my Minnie Mouse tag.
Yep. Her luggage tag Bit the dust.
by pink Minnie Mouse tag. Did not survive flying to Rome and back. Nope, it sure didn't. But of course, there are all kinds of things you need to take. But then I think about, what about what I want to bring back? So I definitely need to learn to pack per day. And as they say, you know, take stuff that you can wear interchangeable. You know, so that you've got plenty of room in that suitcase to bring back all those little trinkets that you're going to see. Because I would imagine in Alaska as well as Amsterdam, I'm going to find a few items I want to bring back home with me.
Oh, I brought them back from Amsterdam, so.
I'm sure there's going to be quite a few items I want to bring back. Of course, those tulip bulbs you want to bring back and put in
No,
the
no, I'm not bringing them back. They are being shipped
they'll
back
definitely have to be shipped
stateside
back.
for planning next year.
Yes. So if you're interested in joining us on our Alaska cruise come October, all you have to do is reach out to me.
Phone number's at the bottom of your screen.
Find me in a coffee shop or anywhere out anywhere. Targets, Golden Corral, anywhere.
She's
okay?
got that unmistakable voice.
And I will be more than glad to talk with you and get you set up to go with us.
Either Alaska or Ireland.
Or any of our trips in the future.
Oh, we're also doing a Panama Canal at the end of the year.
We are, and that's going to be another great cruise. Of course, that's over Christmas, and that's 12 days.
No dressing up the house for Christmas this year.
Well, I don't know. We still have to have Christmas with the grandkids.
Yeah, that's true.
We still have to have Christmas. Of course, we have one, our 8-year-old, who says she may just tag along with us to the Panama Canal.
She's gonna jump in the suitcase.
Of course, she'll be 9 by then.
Yep.
She'll be 9 by then, and she said she's almost old enough to start traveling with Grandma Lorie and Grandpa Bill.
By herself.
So why don't we take a look at this, the next video, White Pass Railway in the Yukon. Let's take a look at that and see how much fun we're going to have. We'll do that one in the horse-drawn carriage in Victoria, and then we'll be back.
Sounds good.
It's really a life-changing experience to come up here. And it sticks with you for life. It's almost like you leave a part of your soul here. The Best of Skagway tour includes a bus tour up the Klondike Highway. And then you also get to ride the White Pass and Yukon Route train. There's some gorgeous vistas of waterfalls, gorgeous mountains. A couple of tunnels along the way is absolutely amazing. At Liarsville, you get to have a salmon bake and teach you how to pan for gold. Go home with your very own gold to keep. And the final stop on the Best of Skagway tour is the Red Onion Saloon and Original Brothel from 1898.
Let's go upstairs and do it!
Want them to remember just how amazing Alaska is and that I've contributed to being able to give that to them.
That's expensive, naughty boy.
There's a whole feel of the North, like Robert Service, the poet from the days of the gold rush, wrote about the spell of the Yukon, meaning the spell that this place casts over people. So it's just a very adventurous, mysterious, wonderful place. We pick our guests up in Skagway, Alaska, and tour them via motor coach on the Klondike Scenic Highway, which is one of the most scenic routes in the world. And you come all the way up into Carcross in the Yukon Territory. We stop at a venue called Caribou Crossing. You'll have time to explore and see the sights. And then you go back down via motor coach until you get to Fraser, British Columbia, where you get to take one of the 3 most historic railroads in the world. On every single tour, guests tell me that this was the best way to truly experience the place that they're seeing. And it's always beautiful no matter what the weather. So it's a great way to go see the majestic wild north and get some of their adventure out.
Well, I'm already on that train, riding around that mountain. So I was thinking, when it's time to be back here and talk, but I was thinking I'm still on that train. So I think this is going to be a really great cruise to Alaska.
Yes, indeed.
And if you're interested in doing an Alaska cruise, but October's not the month for you, or maybe you'd rather wait till 2023, now is the time to go ahead and get that deposit down, because that's going to be the best price you're going to get.
It'll lock you in.
Lock you into that nice price, and then you've got time to pay on it.
Yep.
The thing with this cruise is, I mean, we're not but just a few months away from final payment. But if you've been saving that money thinking, where do you want to go, and then Alaska or Hawaii may be for you, and you like to cruise like we do, this is a fantastic deal.
Yes, it is.
It's a fantastic offer. And we're going to have a lot of fun exploring Alaska.
Yes, we will, together.
So it looks like our time's up tonight. It goes by really quick.
When you're really discussing something you love.
Yes, it does. When you're talking about travel, it definitely goes quick. So we're going to leave you tonight with the little puppies from Skagway Klondike family. We're going to watch that last little video here, and we'll see you next week here to talk more travel. And who knows what we'll be talking about next week.
All be safe.
The Klondike family experience is really a terrific way to spend your day in Skagway. I think this tour is great for families because it really encompasses everything that Alaska has to offer. When you come here to the Klondike Goldfields, we have all kinds of cool stuff for you guys to do. You'll get to gold pan just like in the old days. You'll find your gold. Gold is guaranteed. You'll tour our dredge, which is an actual dredge brought down from the Yukon. You'll get to experience the cold of the 40 below, which is a great way to experience how mushers and native Alaskans feel. We have a brewery tour. You'll get to taste our brews and our root beer and Alaskan fish in our restaurant and brewery. I would say the best thing for kids to do here is probably the sled dogs. You'll see a musher's presentation, interact with the dogs, see a practice run, and play with the puppies. What's also really great about this tour is that we've created a challenge. Every stop you'll have to find something, you'll have to answer a question, and you'll have to learn something. And I think that's a great way for a family to experience a full day here. I look at the guests and it seems like they've had a great time, and that's really what we're all about here, is giving the guests the experience and a great time on their vacation.